You want to know some of my favorite things? Fighting games and pro wrestling, which had me wondering which wrestlers would fit into a certain fighting game. So I made the list and I checked it twice. So here is 5 wrestlers that would fit perfectly into these fighting games. Number 1, Undertaker, Mortal Kombat. I wanted to start with something obvious, but I feel like this would go hand in hand. Undertaker's supernaturalnisms, and his grim look would fit perfectly in Mortal Kombat world, the whole universe. You don't have to exactly try to fit him into the story, but it would be kind of funny to see Undertaker, an undead zombie pro wrestler, trying to fight in a Mortal Kombat tournament. You know, because he just wants to. He would most likely be a guest character like Rambo, Jason, or RoboCop. But I still think it would be pretty cool. His finisher, being his fatality, the tombstone pile driver. You can do a pile driver on a tombstone, literally, or doing a choke slam. To hell. Just open a pit to the underworld. You send you there, you burn. Your hand kind of comes out like a skeleton. You're like, yeah! I mean, it kind of writes itself with Undertaker in the Mortal Kombat world. So, have at it, Ed Boom, and you're welcome. Number 2, Rey Mysterio, Power Stone. So this may seem like an odd choice because some of y'all weren't even born when Power Stone came out. Some of y'all weren't even born when Mortal Kombat came out. Oh god, how old am I? Anyways, Power Stone is a great casual fighting game that was made in 1999. It has an open world, open 3D world. You can pick up weapons, use special moves, and even has transformations. This open roam would do wonders for his lucha fighting style. Rey only needs a slight redesign for a more anime look, but overall, his moveset would be very formidable. Rey's been in ECW, so he knows how to throw some chairs, alright? Do a Hurricane Rana, throw you into a wall, you won't see it coming. And there's transformations. I can see Rey's mask maybe turning more bird-like. Like the wings will extend, and then his tattoos would also turn to wings, possibly. The possibilities of anime is endless. Number 3, Dolph Ziggler, Bloody Roar. This may seem like an odd choice as well, but rest assured I will explain. Dolph has all the makings of an American fighter in a Japanese fighting game. Blonde, brash, arrogant, with very much of a show-off attitude. Look at the hip thing he does. Look at it. Bloody Roar may be more niche than other fighting games in its semi-simplistic controls and animal humanoid transformations. Well, there's a theme here, apparently. I would believe he'd be a Raccoon fit. His animal alter ego would be a horse, which would work perfectly with moves like a super kick, and his zigzag finish would be a lot more flashy, just like how he likes it. And if you're asking why would he be a horse, clearly because he got that thing on him. That long, beautiful hair. Number 4, Shinsuke Nakamura, Dead or Alive. Now here we are back to a better known franchise. Dead or Alive is no stranger to having wrestling characters. These wrestlers are more American style pro wrestlers, like Hulk Hogan. But Shinsuke Nakamura would provide strong style. And Shinsuke Nakamura is already known as a striker in the WWE. His strong style will add something familiar in terms of a wrestling game into a fighting game. It would add something new to the mix with strong style. His design wouldn't even need to be touched. His finisher can easily be mixed into the fold as a super move. He is unusual, quirky, but always charismatic. I mean, like, him with that giant crown on his head walking to the ring would be pretty dope. And his entrance music, that's fire right there. Number 5, John Cena. Def Jam, Fight for New York. I'm ending this with a more obvious one. At least if you ever play this game, then it should seem very obvious. And if you have not played this game, why haven't you played this game? Go buy it. Go get a PS2 and buy it now. And then buy the game legally. Yeah, don't use emulators and ROMs. Don't do that. Def Jam Fight for New York was made in 2004, and if you were to look back at John Cena 2004, this makes even more sense. The height, or the near height of his thugonomics gimmick. Funny enough, this would also be a year before he would actually become WWE champion and then do the spinner belt thingy. He sure loved that spinner belt. But what would make John Cena fit into this game is that the game is much more street and gritty than the last 4 games mentioned. This game is about hard-hitting strikes, bone-crushing moves, and finishes that are out of this world. Okay, maybe not out of this world like Mortal Kombat, but these moves are funky, to say the least. I believe John Cena would have a wrestler / street fighting style. The FU, now known as the Attitude Adjustment, would have been welcomed with the ball-kicking, back-breaking array of moves in this game. Who knows, maybe you can beat Fat Joe as Crack on your first go-around and not have him spam the pedigree multiple times and then just do a giant bear hug and just break your back. You just look there on the floor as you twitch, screaming at your character to get up. Get up! But yeah, that's my list. Tell me which wrestlers you would think would fit into a fighting game. And let me know what you think of my picks. But yeah, like always, turn on all 37 notifications and subscribe to the channel. And like always, you are a human being and you are loved. And like always, until we meet again.